Hello guys, hopefully everyone is fine. In this video, we were discussing the concept of file handling. Now, the point over here is that why file handling is required, why it is required, and what kind of applications that we can have using files. So for that, we need to understand one important thing is that when we create a program, right? And suppose I'll use classes to store details of 200 students. Suppose I'm entering the details of 200 students using IO operations, whether we are entering C in or whether we are entering C out. Uh, while we use those kind of operations, we take the details of all the students, and the moment our program finishes, I exit the program. After that, what happened? The point over here is we take the details, we store those records, and obviously we want to retrieve the records also. Unfortunately, using IO operations, using even classes, we can get the record, but for that instant only. We don't get the record, and we don't store the record permanently. Permanently, the record is not stored. So that is where file handling is important. Why file handling is important? Firstly, it will store a record permanently in files. What I have to do is I need to just open the file and retrieve the record. I will be able to do so. All I need to do is I have to use input operation or any kind of operation that I need to do. I have various kind of operations in files I will discuss later. But obviously, by opening the file, I can easily retrieve the record whenever I want to run any program, even after 200 days or even after 2 years. From the file, we can easily retrieve the record because files, the data is stored permanently and we are able to get the record. But during the program, while we create any kind of thing using IO operations, it is very tough for us to store any kind of record. So that is why file handling is important. I hope this is clear to all of you. So if I go about the structure of file, so we need to understand the hierarchy of how files are supposed to be stored. Obviously, if I talk about all iOS operations, we all know iOS operations, that is input output operation, whether it is C in, C out. So we have obviously iStream. We all know what all kind of operations that iStream has, whether it is C in, whether it is get, whether it is gets. So these are the functions which are there in iStream. Then we obviously know we have another kind of function which is OStream. This is output stream. It gives various kind of functions such as cout, put, puts, right? And the third kind of operation, which is known as fstream. Fstream is known as a file stream. Now it contains various input output operations of files. I'll discuss about those operations accordingly. So iStream we have discussed. Now there is a class which is deriving from iStream is known as ifstream. Guys, if I want to basically get data, or we can say get data from files, we always use ifstream. Ifstream is deriving from iStream, and iStream obviously is deriving from iOS class. Similarly, if I want to basically write data into files, we always use the concept of offstream. Offstream means, firstly, it will help us create a file, right? And obviously, after creating the file, I want to write data into the files. We will always use the concept of offstream, which is deriving from OStream class. And fstream basically takes care of both ifstream and offstream, because it can work in both ways. So this is a kind of structure of files operations, right? So what is ifstream? If I want to get data from file, and what is offstream? If I want to write data into the file. Now, two ways of opening a file. Guys, there are two ways or we can create certain files. So first way is known as constructor method, and second method is used by using open method. Now, firstly, we need to understand how file is created. So as I told you, that file is created by using offstream. So when you are using a constructor method, what you have to do is, firstly, when you have to create a file, so creating a file is done by using writing offstream, followed by its object, and followed by file name and its extension. It means if I am writing abc.txt, firstly, this object will help us create a file, and the file will be created in the directory where your program is stored. If I'm storing my program in desktop, the file will be created in desktop, right? This is one way of creating the file using constructor method. But if I have to do it using open method, I just have to basically create the object. Let's say I'll write offstream obj, right? Offstream obj is written, and then I just have to write obj dot open, and whatever the file name is, if the file name is abc.txt, double quotes, you have to create the file accordingly. They are both different ways, but again, they produce the same result. They'll create a file named abc.txt, and then you have to write the contents accordingly inside the file. Similarly, if I have to read this entire file, if I have to read this entire file, so how will I read? Again, you have to, reading is done using ifstream class. So I'm writing ifstream obj1, and if I want to read this file, that is abc.txt, I can read it. This is reading a file. Obviously, the ABC file has to be created for us to read it, right? And same applies if I want to read using this this open method. So firstly, I will have to create the object, and then using open method obj1.open, I can read the created file of abc.txt. We have written this particular part, right? So in this main, what I have to do is I have to create the file. So firstly, what I want to write in the file. So I'll just declare character name. Let's say I'm giving 20 characters to a name. Float, marks, and int a roll number. I'll just take the data. I'll take the data of a name, marks, as well as a roll number. So I have taken the data, right? It is using obviously istream class. Then what I have to do is I have to create the file. The creation of file can be done in two ways. Since one way I told you was constructor method, I'm writing offstream. Guys, let me tell you, offstream is a part of fstream class. So iOS, obviously C in and C out are the part of iOS. Coneu.h we have getch and getch function which is there. And fstring class is used for create for various ways. So if I want to basically use offstream class, I have to declare hash include fstring because it is a part of offstream. Fstream offstream is a part of fstream, guys, so which I already discussed in the previous video. So I'm just writing offstream obj, and I'm creating the file by using open method. I'm writing obj.open, right? And I have to create a file name. Let's say I'm creating a file name abc.txt. A text file because it's easy for us to open notepad files, right? Then what I have to do, I have to write what I have read from the screen. So screen, I'm taking a name, marks, and roll number. I have obj. I am writing name. I'm writing marks, or I'll take endl marks, next line, and roll number, right? Then I have to close the file, obviously. Closing function using close file, and write getch. So if I execute this entire program, right, see what answer we are going to get. Firstly, it will ask me the name, whatever input we are basically giving from this. So it is asking for us the name, then marks 23, and then it is asking for roll number. Let's say my roll number is 12, right? So it will write all the things in the file, and there will be a file which will be created. Just see, because I have stored my program in the desktop, so I have to see my desktop. And yes, the desktop, you see over here, ABC file is created. And what you have written? You have written Chirag. You have obviously not given endl after marks. So whatever marks we got and whatever roll number I've got, I have got everything in the file, and the file contains Chirag, 23 and 12, whatever data I have given. Guys, this is known as offstream class, right? So if I have to store the data or you have to create a file, we always use offstream. Fine. Offstream is a part of fstream. Now let's say I want to read what I have taken, or over here if I put endl over here, so my roll number will be displayed in the next line, right? So what I just wanted to know is that I want to read what data that uh, have I have actually put up in the file. I just want to read that data. So I'll just take a reference of let's say name. I'll take name 1 and I give 20 characters to it. I'll tell you why I'm doing it. So 20, right? I'm taking marks as marks 1, right? And role as role 1, right? Now I want to read from ABC what we have actually put up in the file. So I am writing if string, and then I'm creating another object obj1, right? And I'm writing obj1 dot open function, and the file name is I want to read from ABC file. So whatever I want to read, whatever is there in the file, I'm reading it using open method of if string. If string belongs again to fstring class, right? So then what I have to do is I want to read. So I am reading obj1 name. I'm reading marks. I'm also reading a roll number. Now I'm reading name 1. I'm reading marks 1, and I haven't given any value to name 1, marks 1, and roll 1. I have not given value to them. So why I have not given value to is that whatever it reads from the file will be stored in these values. So I'll just display cout what you have read from file. So it means firstly, I will give the values of name, marks and roll to the file, and I will store it in the file. And I will retrieve the values of name 1, marks 1 and roll 1 from the file. I will display that on screen, although I have not given any value to name 1, marks 1 as well as roll 1. So cout name 1 handle, marks 1 handle and roll 1. So that's what I am basically going to do. Fine. Just see how this whole program gets executed. So firstly, I will create it using offstream class, and I will read from ifstream class. That's how it actually works out, guys. Just see. Firstly, I'm writing the name. I'm writing the marks 12.3. I am going to write the roll number. Roll number is 34. See, the marks Chirag 12.3 and 34 it has given, guys. Just see from the file what was put up in the file, guys. Let's see the file. Chirag 12.3 and 34. That's what result it is given to us, guys. That's how actually it works out. So whatever values you give, you're getting those values in different variables, and you're displaying those variables on screen. So that's how it entirely works out. That is how you open the file. That is how you create the file. So if you like this video, kindly like, share and subscribe. If you have any doubt, kindly put it in comment section. I'll be happy to answer. Thank you very, very much for your